Can BSA's new R10 SE hang with the big boys? Stick around, we're going to find out. AEAC is made possible by JSB Match Diablo, Predator International, Splatterburst Targets, FX Airguns, Sports Match Rings UK, H&N Sport, and Aztec Optics. And you guys know the best way to thank them. Alright guys, the BSA r10 SE22 comes to us from the crew at Airgun Depot. It is manufactured in Birmingham, England, and it is the successor to the once popular MK2. Now here in the States, the SE is available in 177 and 22. It measures 44 inches long. It weighs 9.8 pounds shoot ready to include a scope, mounts, a cylinder filled with air, and a magazine full of lead. It will ship with two 10-shot rotary mags, and it can be had for around $1,300. Now the SE is regulated, and when its 200cc removable bottle is filled to its 232 bar max, it'll reward with 40 good shots on the reg before power falls off at around 125 bar. Foot-pounds of energy comes in at around 27, which it accomplishes by pushing a 15.89 grain pellet to an average of about 878 feet per second across the 40. Now new to the SE are an upgraded silencer, a new further adjustable rubber butt pad, a reworked regulator, and a smaller fill port on the bottom of the gun. Returning this year is BSA's world-famous cold hammer-forged barrel, its dual-stage match-grade extremely adjustable trigger, and its brilliant Monte Carlo walnut stock with rosewood inserts. So, can this decade-old design still hang? What became immediately apparent when culling for pellets at 25 yards was that BSA's cold hammer forged barrel wasn't pellet fussy at all. What's more is it passed my flyer test with flying colors. Here's 45 shots in a row at 25 yards and across 9 different types of pellet. If you're going to own an SE in 22 and shoot at the distances that most of us do, I would start right here. Another point of interest was the inner walls of this barrel. They arrived in a spectacular state of finish and did a good job of resisting gunk and fouling. Cleaning patches pulled through slick, and in all my time with the SE I couldn't get it to diminish accuracy on the count of filth. Here's how few it took to clean the barrel after a day of sorting through all of these. Guys, I want to apologize for some of this glare. Thanks to Hurricane Irma, my shooting table isn't in its regular spot. Normally, it's strategically positioned right here, giving you guys a nice clear view and a properly working chronograph. In this picture here, you can see how brightly lit the top of the table is, further contributing to the glare. We've still got some challenges with high water, and as you can see, getting around in some places is still tough. But with me leaving next week to film AEAC's first hunting trip up in Utah, I couldn't afford to hold up the show, so we made it work. With so many air guns going side lever cocking these days, I'm appreciating the R10 centerfire feel. Cocking is smooth and appropriately weighted, and I'm enjoying the new black texture on the bolt. It's grippy and has a quality feel to it. The SE's firing harmonics are wonderfully balanced and probably contribute to its overall accuracy. If you watch the muzzle, there's no flip, and it makes this gun an absolute joy to shoot. Oh yeah, get you some of that at home. Oh man, is this disgusting? Oh God, I'm sticking. The trigger on the SE is outstanding. I didn't have to do a thing with it for the making of this video. It's dual stage, match grade, and 4-way adjustable to include the height and the cant on the blade. Now the safety is mounted up on the left side of the gun, and what that means to you right-handed shooters is you're going to have to activate it with your right hand before you come up on target, or if you've already come up on target, you're going to find yourself activating it with your left hand. But it moves around easy enough, feels good quality, but it is just a tad stiff. Now the trigger itself, the first stage take-up is light and long, and it comes up against a nice clean stop. And with just a tad more pressure, off she goes. There's absolutely no creep in this system, and I've been super impressed with it. £1 pound, 13 ounces. The SE's Manelli walnut stock is flat out awesome. It's curvy, bulgy, sticky, and sexy in all the right places. That is, unless you're a lefty. Sorry, Southpaws. It comes up, slings up, and sticks up great. And its new multi-adjustable rubber butt plate is a welcome addition over that of its predecessor. Stuck again. The SE's 200cc reservoir is easily removed by simply unscrewing it. It's also small enough to where you can stash a couple of them in your backpack or back pocket for all-day shooting. Now something else I noticed, the fill port on the SE is now smaller in diameter when compared to its MK2 predecessor. What that means to you is that your O-rings are going to last longer, and there'll be less chance of the fill probe blowing out of the gun backwards on you during recharge. But to fill it up, all you do is take the proprietary fill probe and insert it into the gun. Now charge to no more than 232 bar. When you're done, bleed the air in the system between your fill source and your gun. And remove the probe. It's that easy. Lead-frees have been growing in popularity this year. They remain a good alternative when backdrop, range, or toxicity are a concern. And our BSA here loves them. At 25, they were pellet on pellet. And at 50, they were too, so long as the wind stayed out of them. That's their caveat. Early this morning before the wind came up, the SE shot both the GTO and the Barracuda Green at sub-half inch at 50. And as you're about to see, the wind will move them a bit. The SE's new silencer is an upgrade over its MK2 predecessor, and it makes this 27 foot-pound gun incredibly quiet. Heck, it's incredibly quiet compared to any air gun at any price point. Check this out. The winds are up for the 100-yard group, and we all know what those can do to 22 pellets. But I'm declaring the SE a 1-inch MOA gun at 100. I shot a second card at this distance, and the SE did about the same, putting 8 out of 10 pellets across the two cards inside of an inch. Considering the winds these 16-grain pellets are fighting, that's damn impressive. Here's a full frame on the second card. Take notice of the scrub pines screen right, and listen for the wind. Also take note that from your quarry's point of view, they've got no notice a shot's coming. Well, that's all for today, guys. Now from here, you want to head on over to the Airgun Nation forum so you can participate in the discussion thread on the BSA. I'll leave you a link on how to get there in the description down below. As for me, please don't forget to subscribe, like, share, comment, tell your friends about us, and be sure and check us out on Facebook and Instagram for behind-the-scenes pictures and information. I'll share things there that won't make it onto YouTube, and you guys won't want to miss out. So with that, I'm Steve Shalley. I really appreciate you watching, and we'll see you again real soon.